Let's
You'll be able to
see.
see it for yourself. It's a pretty it's a pretty normal line, all things considered. Just look.
All right.
It's just little sand
Ooh,
lizard
right.
becomes turtle, becomes brachiosaurus, becomes robotic brachiosaurus.
There we go. Boop.
Alright. Next.
All right. Does she say anything different here? Next up is that gloomy Gus. His and his servants' presences are so tenuous that they're probably pushovers. But even if that's the case, we still must be cautious. The feeling of death that seems to ooze out of the dismal man is almost overwhelming. That sort of conniving, underhanded person is the total opposite of my dear master. Alright, so we're about to...
Next, up next is MSO, and John, you're gonna be a bit upset because MSO also has a Royal Knight.
Oh! I say again, why are you handing out these ultra cracked Digimon like they're goddamn candy?
Because it's fun.
let's see what's new in the commissary.
Can I bring up the fact that Sky's partner ends in one of the 7 Demon Lords?
Okay, all this power scaling is breaking my brain.
Granted, it's on the lower end of the Demon Lords.
Ooh,
You know.
ooh, Dragon Cloak, yes. I will take that.
I didn't give him Lucamon. He has Beelzemon.
Oh yeah, this one. He wouldn't just be crap, he'd be in cup of damn tectonic shit.
You are fading in and out, man.
Again, win. I'm on my way home.
Fair enough. Alright. Master, about that guy. Looking into his eyes was like peering into those of a corpse. Whatever. If anything happens, I'll just have to act accordingly. Now, let's get going. Alright, stepping into the arena. Actually, wait.
There's a Holy Beast line, ending in the Royal Knight and Talisman, or Slatemon, if you prefer the Japanese name. Slatemon honestly makes more sense, given it's based on Sleipnir.
I'll help you as far as I am able. That's why I know you will win, Silver. Okay. Okay, so I guess I'll have to wait another day to get the weekly supplies from Sakura.
Now for Sky, and we're starting with Totemon.
Alright.
Oh,
Now I can never remember, is it Skull Knightmon or Dark Knightmon that's the first?
Oh. I think I felt an enemy nearby, but maybe it was my imagination. How strange. Keep going, Master, but be careful.
yeah, I think Gillis for the guild probably has the most normal line out of all of us here.
Oh. Oh,
Gauss's partner is pretty cool.
that familiar black coat strides into my field of vision. There's no mistaking that form, that gaze. It's none other than Julius. But even though we're in the arena, there's no sign of his servant. What could this... Bingo! I knew I felt that slime ball here. But his servant isn't here. He's got a lot of guts to walk around defenseless. It's called confidence, sweetheart. Huh? What just happened? In the space of a second, the air grew thick, and then I heard a thud, as if something big hit the floor. But there was nothing there. But there's no mistaking that Caster has collapsed on the floor. No. Why? It's over. Let's go. Hmm? Not satisfied? Do you want to slice off their heads, too? No, there's no need. I've hit their heart, which is enough, but... Yeah, that's enough. They're as good as dead. I see. Let's go, then. Maybe it was my imagination, but Julius barely glanced at me before walking off. Julius turned away from me, melting back into the dimly lit passage like some kind of apparition. That voice must have belonged to Julius's servant. He said something pretty ominous. They're as good as dead. Caster isn't moving.
Oh, hey, the VC's open again.
Hello.
Yeah,
I am.
just out finishing up my food shopping, and then it's going to be, well, getting a lot done since
But
I'm finally back from vacation.
nice.
But yeah,
Nice. I'm in the middle of listing all the Digimon partners in this server that I've given out so far. And I broke John a bit when I brought up the fact that you have
hold on,
Royal
I've been
Knight.
something.
All
I'm
right.
trying to. I don't know what. Why is this coming out so damn loud? Hold on a minute. Oh, my settings.
Okay.
Huh.
Anyway, I can't think of anything but that terrible sight. My strong, capable servant is lying helpless on the floor. We just came out the wrong side of a surprise attack. I can't believe what I'm seeing. This can't be real. It's a dream, right? No, I can't wake up from this dream. It's real. What just happened? He's got some kind of skill that masks his presence, and even scent completely. An assassin servant? But the way he erased his presence isn't normal. Caster haltingly gets up. It's clear that she is worse for the wear. I'm sorry, my dear master. I've been defeated. Caster? Seeing that I'm safe, Caster sighs in relief and collapses again. I have to fix my servant as soon as possible.
Okay, that was the problem. Apparently, it was automatically on speaker.
Ah,
Um,
Alrighty.
yeah, in the Digimon channel, I've listed all of the Digimon partners for people in this server that I've given out, including my own. My little boy, my Dracomon.
Oh yeah, so I had an idea. I was thinking about like Pokemon teams and how I mentioned fire,
yeah?
and I realized, well, one of your rules was, it can only be. Oh, thank you. You can only use Pokemon that match the type of your gym and stuff. Well, I just realized, what if you had one Pokemon that didn't, and that was basically your Terra?
That could work.
Yeah.
Because I actually thought of a funny idea. Basically, I would switch. Instead of fire, I would pick normal, because my Terra Ace would be a fire type. Because of something rather funny I realized about a certain fire type Pokemon.
What?
See, the Meganium raid reminded me of how Curse works. Okay, lowers your speed but raises your attack and defense if you're not a ghost type. So basically, take an Arcanine, have it use Curse, Terra normal, and then extreme speed.
Oh, Jesus! That is
So
genius.
there, I pick. So there, I pick because I was going to use Hisui and Arcanine in my fire team, and then I noticed, that about normal Arcanine. Well, technically, Hisui and Arcanine has better attack, but it has more weaknesses, and it's quad weak to ground and water. So normal Arcanine might be better, but either way, and it's like, hey, Trick Room strats aren't even going to work either because you're already like lowering your speed, and extreme speed has well, actually, wait, I think Trick Room messes with priority a little, but I don't know. I have to check on that one, but yeah. But no, I think I would stick with fire anyway because it's one of my two favorite types.
Alright. Anyway, cutscene.
Oh, okay.
Um, I'm sorry, Master. I've been mostly restored, and since it seemed that you've grown as well, I kind of let my guard down. Even if it didn't always seem like it, Master. I thought in some weird sense of self-righteousness that I could protect you by being cautious. I'm sorry. I'm sure I'll be healed enough to fight soon. Please, don't overexert yourself until then. I can only imagine how much it hurts Caster to even speak. She must really be worried about me. She must have foreseen Julius's assassination attempt on me. That must be why she tried so hard to protect me by herself, so that I'd have nothing to worry about. However, the enemy servant somehow overcame her vigilance. Focused on protecting her master, Caster never thought that she'd become a target. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Because of my conceit, I almost lost the person I most want to serve. Caster has no reason to apologize for any of this. I should have been paying attention. The responsibility for Julius's successful ambush is mine alone. I have to do something to help Caster recover as quickly as possible. I owe her that much for protecting me. Well, that's a bad start.
That it is.
Don't worry. Just throw some money at the game, get some gems, and she'll be healed just fine.
This isn't Grand Order.
Yeah, I've listed.
I know, but it's like, sorry, Forrest. It's just that, well, it's a gotcha game, so throwing money at it is the answer for everything.
This ain't this ain't the gotcha though. That's Fate. That's
Yeah.
the Grand Order. This is Fate. This is Fate Extra.
Oh yeah, you're playing the other game. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you saying, Forrest? Sorry about that.
Yeah, in the Digimon channel, I've listed every Digimon partner for people in this server that I've given out so far. And yes, John, that means I've given out more wild partners, but for people who aren't in this server. You think you're the only KT class event I've given out? So
Haha, John's getting told. I have no idea what those terms even mean.
And the word like KT class event is referring to the KT event, which was a
Sorry, I
road ending
had to
event.
mute myself because I kept cutting out. What'd you say, Greg?
Yeah. And as a reminder, John, this is just for the people in this server. You think you're the only KT class event I've given out?
Alright, anyway.
I don't think I am.
Nope. Anyway, cutscene.
Okay.
I haven't processed
Lunch.
I haven't processed yesterday's events yet. Castor fell asleep yesterday in our private room, but it's morning and my servant isn't awake yet. That's a problem. Looking at my servant, the words of Julius's invisible servant taunt me. Death is inescapable. Death. Is Castor going to die? My strong, wise servant who's always defended stupid me might really die? As much as my heart wants to deny it, my brain can't. Castor sucks in labored breaths but doesn't awaken. I have to do something. Knowing that I have to do something doesn't mean I know what to do. When I rush out of the room to collect my thoughts, I run into a concerned-looking Ronnie. Silver, good morning. Oh, hi, Ronnie. Good morning. I absent-mindedly reply. You don't look so well. Has something happened? Ronnie's worried tone jumpstarts my addled mind into processing things again. The first thing I notice is that my face is stiff with worry. Belatedly, I turn and greet Ronnie with a smile. I'm glad to see you up and about. Yes, I'm fine. I've gotten enough rest now. Now it's you I'm worried about, Silver. What has happened? Please tell me if you can. You provided me a great service the professor said someone might someday, so I must repay you. Her professor? Ronnie talks about this individual a lot. What kind of things have they taught her? Immediately after creating me, my professor said to me, find someone who treasures you for more than the doll you are. For when I do, that is when I will have a soul. That is why I've kept searching. And I have found that someone. You, Silver. You hitting on me? You are so unlike my professor, and yet you are the one. Yes, you are my owner. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're gonna have to discuss the contract on that one.
Whoa! I'm in the middle of cooking, I just hear that.
So please.
Well, that's a clippable moment.
Yep. So please, let me assist you. Owner? It seems like Ronnie has been looking for a protector to take the place of a professor.
Great air fuckers.
After an involuntary and somewhat bewildered silence, Ronnie goes on. Silver, you have made me more whole, but I am beholden first and foremost to my professor. Up until now, I have thought my duty was to understand the lessons my professor taught me. However, Silver, I wish to aid you of my own free will, not for my professor, if you permit. Well, of course I welcome her help. It's reassuring to know that even in the Holy Grail War, cooperation is possible. I'm luckier still that Ronnie is so skilled. But being her owner is a little over the top. I wonder if friend will do. Friend?
Ain't no way.
If you wish, Silver. Now, I ask not because I need proof of our bond, but may I link your portable terminal with mine, Silver? Oh, sure. Just don't mind the stuff on my social media accounts.
Right!
Come on!
I was gonna say something more like, hey, I mean, I was expecting something more like, okay, but can you at least let me take you to dinner first?
I have a flip flop and I have to use it.
Oh, wait, hold
John,
on.
You are cutting out like really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me clear out my search history first. I see no reason to object. I see no reason to object. I nod my assent and hand my portable terminal over to Ronnie. Ronnie chants softly, and suddenly the terminal blinks. That must mean it connected. The linking was successful. Now we should be able to keep in contact even when
I
you're in
still
the...
have more to do when I get home anyway. So.
Alright, big and easy. Now we should be able to keep in contact even when you're in the arena. Cool. Now we can communicate anytime. Whew. I'm glad Ronnie's on my side. She smiles when I thank her. I lack the vast experience of my professor, and on top of that, I have lost my servant. But I am still an alchemist of Atlas, and if there's anything I can help with, please ask. Anything. That's right! Ronnie may know a way to revive Caster. What? Your servant was injured by that black scorpion? Is your servant okay? When I tell her my servant is still asleep in our private room, Ronnie ruminates for a moment. Your servant is still asleep in your private room. Will you please show me right away? I may know a way to revive your injured servant. Definitely not saying no to that. I nod curtly and accompany Ronnie to my private room. Caster should still be asleep there. This is... Your nerves, your magic circuits are in disarray. In layman's terms, the pipe that supplies magic to your servant has been blocked. A servant thrives off their master's magic. Without it, they cannot even sustain their body's existence. Your servant is sustaining their body on their magic alone right now. But that source is finite. Unless their master's supply resumes, they will perish in a few days' time. I have a grasp on the situation. I will think of something. Please come see me again later. I will be waiting at my usual spot on the third-floor hallway. Ronnie leaves the room, the look on her face solemn. Frustration at my powerlessness wells up every time I see Caster in pain. But it's accomplished by the urge for me to get help fast. Accompanied. With Ronnie's help this evening, I'll form a plan of action. It's been hours since I spoke with Ronnie about it. Maybe she's found a way to help my servant. I guess I should head to the third floor. Third floor. Here she is. Silver, thanks for coming here to see me. As far as I could determine, Caster has had significant damage done to their magic circuits. Ugh. Sorry, slip of the tongue. If your servant does not receive an infusion of magic soon, they won't be alive to see tomorrow. Dead by tomorrow? Whatever the case, what can I do before tomorrow comes? How can I supply them with magic? I have a solution that'll work, even if this is a curse that won't break until you defeat your foe. Ronnie looks directly at me and continues to speak in an almost indifferent tone. The solution to your problem is simple. I will temporarily send my power to Caster. Ronnie will send her? Is that even possible? I don't know where to begin. First of all, I can't even imagine how that'll work. There is a bit of preparation that'll need to be done, but it shouldn't be an issue. First, I'll connect to the Holy Grail while you're in the arena and open a temporary back door. Through it, I'll be able to send magic to your servant. Consider me a spare fuel tank, if you must.
Hello, John.
Is that even possible? More importantly, how much stress will it put on Ronnie's body? I appreciate your concern, but it's the only way, Silver. However, if you disapprove, if Ronnie doesn't have a problem with it, who am I to object? And it's not like I have a choice. So what do you need me to do? First, go to the arena and put this in a place that'll be easy to hack into. A bypass circuit. As she says this, she hands me a black cube. And this is a bypass circuit. Once in place, it'll allow me to provide a flow of magic into the arena. Just don't touch it with any other black cubes or it'll explode. Watch nobody get that reference. Once you're in the arena, I will walk you through the details. For now, please go to the arena. Glad I spoke with Ronnie. I'm sure everything will turn out okay. Somehow. For now, I'd better head to the arena like Ronnie said. Let's see. Tiger! You look dejected. I know what'll cheer you up. Doing me another favor. So, what say you? Yes, ma'am. You're such a kind person, and kudos for staying positive. About my humble request, I would like you to track down something another student lost. It was a digital representation of a coin that has been in their family for countless generations. He called it a Bitcoin. Said it was worth a lot of money. The item in question will be deleted in 2 days, so don't take too long to find it. Alright,
Yeah. I'm enjoying giving John a lesson on Digimon, namely the groups. Because, we haven't even gone into the final 3 groups. He just learned about the Warrior 10.
let's see.
There's also the 3 arc... Sorry.
Oops, sorry. Going into the arena alone would be stupid and fatal. I'm coming with you. I was planning on entering the arena alone, but Caster would have noticed immediately. It's obvious that my servant is in no condition to fight effectively, if at all. However, I have no choice but to have them join me. The fact is that if I entered the arena alone, I wouldn't last a minute. The 5th round has arrived, and Caster said that they would fight, injuries and all. Knowing the consequences of my actions, I ask that you fight alongside me anyway. Of course, you probably expected nothing less from the one you fought alongside with. Now that's the master I know and love. And anyway, death and battle go hand in hand. So regardless of my condition, protecting my master is the only thing that matters to me. That's a good mindset. Anyway, you were saying?
Yeah. John, there are 3 more major Digimon groups I should bring up that are fairly legendary. The 3 Archangels, the 4 Directional Guardians, and the 4 Great Dragons.
Let's see. Oh boy. Let's see. It seems you were able to get into the arena. As I said earlier, find the weak points in the arena's firewall and set up a bypass circuit. I will guide you along, so please listen to my transmissions. Yeah, go ahead. And also, when I connect with the Holy Grail, that means I will link to you, Silver. I will have to intrude on your files a bit, so please forgive me. Yeah, I guess it's a good thing I cleared out my search history. Whatever Ronnie needs to do, she has my permission. If I want to carry out Ronnie's plan, I'll need to avoid contact with the enemy. Alright. Okay, so that's the cipher key. Oop! I was hoping to avoid that. Trying to think of how to do this. Ouchies! Ouchies! Okay. Good thing I stocked up on those ether crystals. Ow. Okay. Nope. Not having that. Okay. Nice crit. Ah, paralysis, really? Oof. Okay, Nice. There we go. Much better. Dang! That one had a crazy radius.
John, you there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just gonna be quiet.
Oh crap, hit with curse status.
I'm thinking I wanna come up with a partner Digimon line for Kojin. If he is willing.
I'll ask him in DMs.
Okay.
Hmm. Nope, okay. So this would be against attack. Dang, okay.
I'm gonna mute so I can eat.
Hmm. There we go. Let's see. Oh, geez. Hmm. Nice hit. Nice. Just enough to level up. Magic crystal fragment. Okay. It appears you found a place suitable for hacking. The portable terminal has caught a signal. I shall analyze it in more detail to see if it is an appropriate place to set a bypass circuit. It's all you, Ronnie. She responds quickly. Yes, that place is suitable to establish a bypass circuit. I'll circumvent the barrier by channeling magic from the Holy Grail that maintains the arena. I hear her whisper something. I will conduct an unauthorized entry from the terminal. Please remain still. We won't know until we test it out, but it appears the bypass circuit was successfully created. It's all thanks to your support, so thank you very much. Now then, let us continue this on the school grounds. Ah! No sooner have I replied in acknowledgement than an aura of death sends chills through my body. I whirl around to see. I think your victory declaration may have been premature. Julius! Our prey is running free when they should be rotting. What is this? Did you take mercy on them? No, not at all. I'd say they were just good enough to evade the full force of my strike. I see. Then this time let's be sure and leave them corpses. My servant isn't in condition to fight properly, but we have no choice but to defend ourselves. Look for an
Look for an
escape?
escape.
I'd never win challenging this fierce opponent while my servant is exhausted like this. I need to escape somehow, but I'm facing the harshest of all the masters I've encountered so far. He and his servant are like a pair of hawks who would only revel in swooping down on their fleeing prey. I have to prepare for the worst. Silver, I will perform a forced withdrawal on you. Accompanying Ronnie's voice is a blinding light that comes shooting out of my terminal. No sooner than I hear Ronnie's words does the light expand around me. My vision goes white. All my senses are snuffed out. The bright light forces me to clench my eyes shut as I give my body over to a strong gravitational pull. My virtual body is compressed into a single point and removed from the arena. My consciousness condenses, like two dimensions becoming one, and then traveling to a far beyond. In that strange time-space. Connection established. Are these his files? I hear Ronnie's voice. That cannot be. Her voice wavers, as if she's so shocked she can hardly speak. Ah! He has no body. She softly mutters a searing truth.
So we know who the master is. We don't know who the servant is.
Let's see.
What I do know is that he has presence concealment.
Yeah, we technically don't even have that information yet in the story, so... I wonder how long I've been out. The last thing I remember from yesterday is Julius's attack and then being swallowed by light. Still dazed, I moved my head some. It appears my motor skills are intact and my body's okay. I'm sore all over, but I'm alive. I sit up and open my eyes. Good morning, Silver. I'm so relieved you've awoken. You've been asleep ever since the imposed withdrawal. Checking my portable terminal, I see that a day has passed. Ronnie ejected me from the arena when Julius attacked. I've been in shock ever since, I guess. Thank goodness the arena is dense with magic. I would not have been able to extract you elsewhere. A silver lining in a dark cloud, I suppose. That's right, about the bypass circuit. Is it in progress? The bypass circuit is providing a satisfactory influx, so I should be able to supply magic. Oh, what a relief. It's pure luck that Ronnie found a way to heal CASTER just in time. By the way, do you mind closing your eyes for a while? Huh? I wonder why. Still, I do as I'm told. Please keep them closed until I say. Is it my imagination, or is Ronnie really close by? Suddenly, there's a soft touch against my lips. Is this another procedure that'll supply my servant with magic? It's alright to open your eyes now. Just now I ran a program that interrupts the contractual bond between you and your servant. I should now be able to supply magic to your servant directly from my own person. That soft sensation still lingers on my lips. When I look at Ronnie, she blushes and looks away. I, I would have just been like, you just wanted to do that, didn't you? There's nothing questionable to my actions. You are my keeper. No, my friend. All that's left is to perform the ceremony in which I will supply magic to your servant. I shall have that done soon, so please come back this evening. Uh,
Excuse me.
I can't keep leaving everything to Ronnie. If there's anything at all I can do to help. No, there's nothing you can assist with. However, I do have a request. Namely, I'm going to perform the ceremony in the nurse's office, so please do not peek. Don't peek. I suppose she doesn't want any distractions. I should do as she says and wait until the evening.
Okay.
I wonder how long it's been since Ronnie took Caster down to the nurse's office. According to the time on my terminal, not all that much time has passed. I wonder if my anxiety comes from being in the middle of a war zone without my closest ally by my side. I guess I'll go to the library and wait around for her to contact me. Or maybe I should just head straight to the nurse's office. I think I'll prowl the library until I hear from Ronnie. I'd better make the most of what time still remains. As I comb the bookshelves for more information, the presence of some unseen person distracts me. Oh, hello. The source of that voice could only be Leo. I wonder what he wants from me. I have come to bid you farewell, as I hear your next opponent is my brother. His brother? Is he talking about Julius? Oh, you didn't know? He and I are stepbrothers. Of course, that has nothing to do with his participation in the Holy Grail War. His only reason for being here is to protect the next head of the Harway family. I wonder what he means exactly by bid you farewell. There's no way you'll win. With that in mind, I wanted to say my farewells before your inevitable demise. Damn, the balls on this kid!
Smug prick. Can't wait to kick his ass.
Our skill levels may be different, but I have no intention of just rolling over and dying. Some things can't be overcome through strength of will. Bless you. Yeah. Some things can't be overcome through strength of will. My brother is simply too skilled for you to defeat. That may be true, but even you can't predict how our battle will end. There are no absolutes, especially in this world. Yes, I suppose you are right. There are no guarantees, even for him. I have no arguments to offer. Leo gives a little nod as if in appreciation of the limits us mortals face. But I don't think that nod was for me. It was for his brother Julius. If heaven sides against my brother, he is not one to fight it. However, that is a discussion for another time. In this case, I believe my brother will be victorious. But should he be defeated then, it'd obviously be a result of bad luck. Or perhaps he had no luck at all. How could he be so pragmatic about the possible death of his own brother? Why wouldn't Leo wish for Julius to claim victory?
Because
No.
Leo only cares about one thing, and that's Leo.
No, I would never go so low as to wish for victory of any kind. That is not the way of kings. As heartless as this may sound, my brother's victory or defeat would be of no consequence to me. His efforts will all be self-serving. If that effort doesn't benefit his lord, then it has no meaning. More to the point, his victory here will mean nothing. For I will be the sole survivor of this war. And there it is. Eventually, he will die by my hand. Why then would I wish for his success in the preceding rounds? Although if there is any consolation to be found, it be in the fact that he will have died for a purpose.
Wow!
My brother will be the foundation on which I will build my rule, from which the masses will benefit greatly.
Over which you will benefit greatly.
Man, plutocracies and royal families are just cutthroat.
No, I mean, yes, but also it's just the fact that Leo is fucking insane. He was raised to be insane. I can't lie, I hate people like Leo who
Yeah.
think that they're of the world.
So this is how Leo sees everything. So these are the true thoughts of one who has been ordained to rule the world. My business with you has now come to an end, so if you'll excuse me, I must be going. I've been meaning to have a serious conversation with you for quite some time now. As long as you believe that you'll survive until the end, farewells made now would be premature. We will probably meet again, should the chance present itself.
That little shithead. That little shithead.
Yep.
Exactly!
Silver, when you get to fight his servant, beat his ass.
I intend to.
It's not gonna be easy. He's the one with Gawain.
Yeah. But you see, if this were an actual fight and I was taking account into the lore instead of the game's rules, I would have been smug about it because I'd be like, "Oh, guess what? You're powered by the sun. I have the off switch."
Ha! I mean, you
Yeah, and
do.
if I go by the game's, not by the game's rules, but by the lore of my SIOC, I go, oh, you have the power of the sun? Oh, that's cute. Dude, I have the power of Fimbulvinter, the internal off switch.
Anyway. And just as they had when he appeared, the sound of his footsteps managed to convey his regal bearing. I didn't need Leo to point out how much more skilled Julius is at combat than me. However, I have no intention of giving up. After all, I'm not in this alone. I finished the magic restoration. Caster should be fine now. Come meet me on the first floor. Silver? Just like the terminal said, when I reach the first floor, Ronnie is waiting for me. My servant is behind her. Look, Master, I'm all better now. Oh, it's a big relief to see Caster smile. Since she's extra bouncy, things must have gone well. Hakuno. Phrasing.
Akino, I think you're fumbling the bag again. Do I need to break out the popcorn leghorn impression again?
No. Ronnie, on the other hand, looks a tad exhausted. Was the healing that difficult? No, I'm fine. I should have expected no less from Caster. Anyway, there's no longer any problem with Caster's magic. Oh, good. What a relief. Oh, I ought to thank Ronnie. She looks worn out. Oh, there's no need to thank me. It was no imposition. I am a bit tired, though. I shall return to bed for the remainder of the day.
Like baby cat.
I thank Ronnie and say farewell. As soon as she leaves, the gravity of our situation returns to me. Julius's servant is strong. I have to be able to retaliate or I'll become digital debris. Don't worry, Master. You won't see me compromised like that again. If you did, I'd be so ashamed. It's true that the caster class's defenses are penetrated easily, so we just need to plan for it. Other casters have planted daggers in their purses, you know. Don't fear, Master. I'm going to kick the butt of this servant with my magic. What a bold assertion from one who just crawled out of their grave. Please, no. Not the cold rush of death again. By the time my senses revive, Julius has come to confront me. Ah, here comes Mr. Gloomy. You were mean to me, so now I'm going to spill your secret. You reverse the yin-yang spiral through the breathing technique. The 7 spouting holes of blood? Does he know Hokuto Shinken?
Oh my god.
What?
You expected that, Drake.
It's the Fist of the North Star, the Little Dipper, which is 7 stars, so...
I mean, I shoved my foot up your ass.
It's a technique that harnesses universal energy. I've heard of a Kenpo artist like you. Yes, splendid! How marvelous, my opponent. With my fist, I will crush you into powder and grind you into the earth. Ah, this joy is a cheap liquor that I drink and drink, but never am sated by. Right, Julius? If by joy you mean bloodlust, I have no interest. Be brief about your business. How about you, my enemy? You must take some joy in bloodshed. Ew. I'm nothing like you. Well, I might have fun, but that doesn't mean I crave it. Not like with sweets. Plus, my master is a kind-hearted person. Nothing like you. What were you thinking becoming an assassin after reaching status like yours? Jeez, I don't get it at all. You've landed a blow below the belt. It is true, I have very much strayed off my path. Given her polygamous castration fist, I'd say that's her specialty, hitting below the belt.
Remy!
Oh no.
Am I wrong, though?
I want to say yes.
The dark side is seductive, as any martial arts instructor knows. Like a snake eating its tail, death leads to blood, leads to death, leads to blood. Ah! He's burning with the desire to spill blood. He wants to kill us badly, Master. Watch out, Master. This stupid guy is going to start trouble here. It's unavoidable. If we don't go on the offensive, we'll die here. We'll give it all we've got. Hold. Everyone freezes at Kotomine's single word. Coming from him, that single word holds special weight. Now, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but fighting on the school grounds is prohibited. If you are so eager to kill each other, do it where I won't see. Otherwise, I have to stop you. If you choose to continue, I will be forced to slap you both with a penalty. What shall it be? We don't care, do we, Julius? My interest has waned. Let's go. I don't wish to be saddled with a penalty for ending this weakling. Fair enough. I too wish to avoid a dull fight. Julius leaves. His unseen servant follows, apparently. You will save it for the arena as well, I take it? That's the venue for you to vent your passion. With that said, Kotomine leaves. If nothing else, I'm glad my servant is back to normal. Like Kotomine said, we can go back to exploring the arena. There's no time to stand around. I head off to the arena. Oh, it's not even gonna let me... Oh, nope, it will let me. Because I believed that last pass I gained a level. Breath of the Soul. Ooh. Alright, let's see what I've got as far as info.
A second strike isn't needed.
This was the second name given to one of the strongest practitioners of Kung Fu in Bajiquan history. Considered to be the ultimate master of Bajiquan, it is said that this person was able to take the life of his opponents with a single gentle touch. I remember hearing that at one point Bruce Lee did the same thing by accident.
I see.
Let's see. Alright, here we go to the arena. This must mean our enemies are close. I'm feeling super, so let's extract some revenge. Let's see if we can make Mr. Doom and Gloom even frownier.
Yeah, Prime Sentinels, regular Sentinels. Can we catch a break, please?
Oh yeah,
I
more...
don't even see him.
Let's see. Blazing Sword. Sounds like a fighting game super move or something. Blazing Soul. And now that's got me in the mindset of, okay, yeah, we have an arena fighter in Fate Grand Order Arcade, and we have a regular fighter in Fate Unlimited Codes. But I want to see, like, the regular style fighter with, like, the Fate Grand Order characters.
I mean, you're thinking Blazing Soul, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Has something similar. Burning Soul!
Oof. There we go! Ooh, yeah. That nerf is gone. So I did notice that during that period that Caster was injured. Basically, her stats got halved because she was doing like less damage. She was taking more damage. Ooh, good hit. Let's see. Tamamo has a sudden urge for a nice cup of tea or something. Yeah, that does sound good right about now.
Eyes on the road. Eyes on the road, Sparkhead.
Let's see. If I'm understanding this right. Nope. Ouchies. Heal 64. Okay. Another one of those. Nothing there. Hmm. Okay, good read. Okay, that's kind of funny. And got him. All right. Lots of. Let's see. Do 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 do. What's over here? Money. Okay. There's Julius. All right. Okay. Magic Crystal Sphere. He who cries over a penny cries over a penny. What does that even mean? Good question, Tamamo. Something tells me you kind of got that quote wrong. Alright. I don't understand. You know the difference in our abilities, so why would you come after us? This has gone beyond ignorance. I'll happily crush your imbecilic exuberance underfoot. Don't get so full of yourself. Last time was a sneak attack, but we're not gonna fall for that again. Well said. Julius, would you leave this to me? Yes. We would be in trouble if you couldn't handle yourself in the 6th round. Do as you please. You have my thanks. Now then, young one, how about you gamble your life on that pride of yours? I will make 3 strikes in this fight. If you can hit me within that time, you win. Decent terms, right? I won't even need 3 turns. I'll smash that pride of yours. No mercy for you anymore. Right, then let us begin. Taste the fist of an assassin.
Tasty fists.
What?
Knuckle sandwiches are my favorite.
Just bites the bastard's hand off.
Now I'm just imagining Tamamo actually, like, being a martial artist, getting herself into a fight, and, oh, I messed up. Okay, yeah.
It's
I,
It's that one scene from One Punch Man where Speed of Sound Sonic's sword gets bit in half. Like, Stone throws a punch at Taco, just bites her hand off. And I'll be right back.
ow.
Wait, why is this a warning thing?
It's because it's not the elimination battle, so Seraph will end the battle after 3 turns.
And is that a good thing or a bad thing for us to move on?
Ugh. In this situation, it's a good thing. Because he would have obliterated us otherwise. You stood your ground. See, Julius? They are not the insignificant warriors you think they are. We managed to survive. Julius's servant was true to his word and only struck back at intervals. But I could easily imagine that if one of those strikes made a direct hit, it could be fatal. I can't see him at all. This might be too hard for me. Caster evaded her opponent nicely, but the uncertainty of where the attacks would fall exhausted her. If not for the system's limitations, we would have been obliterated. The warning bell has rung. Lucky for you, I'll stop here. I would prefer to continue in a more appropriate venue. Until then, build your strength for me. I just had a dumb thought. This whole round of the Holy Grail War basically depict it as a freaking Shaw Brothers movie. Like have Assassin played by Gordon Liu or something. After expressing anticipation for our future battle, the servant disappears. Julius glances our way, then follows suit. I might be able to win if I could just see him. We've got to do something about that first. Yeah, Julius's servant possesses the really convenient ability to make himself invisible. Unless we identify and eliminate it, we might as well consider victory out of reach. There are 3 days left of the preparation period. In that time, I have to demystify his technique. Let's see. On the plus side, there's the item that Taiga wanted. Ooh, Babylonian coin. Ooh, is that made from Uruk copper?
Ask Gilgamesh that, assuming he isn't busy turning prime sentinels into shish kebabs with his treasures.
I present the coin to Gilgamesh, and I'm just like, hey, Lord Gilgamesh, we found this somewhere down there. Can you identify it? And then he looks at it, and just suddenly he has this visceral rage face, and he's just like, Nasir, that motherfucker.
And then he tries shish kebabbing us. It'd be a Gilgamesh thing to do.
It'd be a very Gilgamesh thing to do. Yeet! Ah. Okay, so ooh, another rare item. Let's see. Do. Smack the bug. Oh boy, another one of these things. I'm sorry, Caster. Did you just say thank you for the meal? Are you planning on eating this thing? Alright, let's see. Ouch! Okay, that was a good turn actually, in spite of that, so let's go ahead and heal. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yep. Actually, wait, hold on. So, in that case, it would be break, guard, break. There we go. That's a bit more like it. That was dumb. Ow. Staff of Fortitude. Slightly heals servant's MP. That would be good to have.
Not to mention the Master's MP goes up by 40.
Actually, yeah, I haven't been using the Seraphic music box that much, so. Another bug. He saw me through the wall. That should be bullshit. Actually, wait. Here we go. Idea. Ouchies. Nice. And a smash. Just enough? So if... Let's see. So yeah, if I make the right calls with... if I make the right calls with Caster's spells, I can stun the enemy, dealing some damage in the process, and then follow up with a break to deal some heavy damage. There's the cipher key, so I just gotta face off against this guy. Shouldn't be a problem.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about this, if Hakuno and Tamamo ever settle down, would their kids look more like Tamamo or him?
I think that one goes to genetics. Like, which ones are the dominant or the recessive genes? Like hair color, eye color. I'm guessing Tamamo's... Some of Tamamo's would be dominant as far as, like, having the fox ears and the tail. Don't know about the hair color and the eye color.
What do you mean by... Like, I get what you mean, considering she's basically a fox yokai. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it.
Might be. The whole study of genetics is kind of weird, but it's like, for example, IRL. I am the odd one out in my family because my mom and I are brunettes, but my dad, my brother, and my sister are all redheads.
Hmm.
Ain't that interesting?
My mom jokes that I'm her favorite because I'm the one that actually looks like her. Let's see. What an accomplishment, Master! You saw through one of that cagey servant's tricks. But, it would be nice to be able to see the enemy. Tomorrow, let's cook up a plan to make the enemy servant visible. Alright. Oh, I missed a spot. There we go. Let's see. An invisible servant. Dan Blackmore's servant cloaked his forms, but with this servant, it's fundamentally different. I also got the sense from my fight with Julius that I'm by far the inferior master. Even with Caster recovered, just landing an attack yesterday was a chore and a half. I have to find a way to penetrate that invisibility, or this won't even be a fight. The second cipher key has been generated on the second floor. Yikes! The terminal buzzes with the cipher key generation notice. Can I crack that invisibility before time runs out? Being able to see my opponent is a pretty basic requirement, I think. I'll make it my top priority. Maybe Ronnie can help me develop a strategy. Alright, first floor, and I think now we can report to Taiga! You found the antique coin! I knew I can count on you. Yeah, I had it confirmed that this is the one made by Ian Nasser. And I also saw a bunch of clay tablets that were apparently his receipts and his customers' complaints. They thought he sold some really shitty copper. I'll be sure to return this to its rightful owner. Oh, and by the way, your wonderful teacher has another favor to ask. Care to listen? Bring it on. You don't sound all that enthusiastic, but whatever. This time around, the arena contains a few delicacies I have yet to try. The first being lobster. I've never had lobster before. Get one for me and you will find yourself well rewarded. Don't forget that I need a lobster. Bring one to me during the 5th round, okay? Alright, oh, right. 3rd floor. Good day, Silver. How is Caster's condition currently? I guess my servant is getting enough magic for now, so no problems there. However, my real concern is that Caster's spell failed to even touch Julius's servant. You look decidedly unwell. I take it things did not go as you had hoped? I guess my disappointment is easily read in my expression as Ronnie gives me an apologetic look. No, that's not it. Not exactly, anyway. Even given the chance, if I can't see Julius's servant, I'm pretty much helpless at this point. So he's hidden from your sight. If that's the case, it'd be safe to assume that your enemy's servant is an assassin. I can't say for sure, but he stays completely hidden and only attacks from the shadows. At the very least, not... Hi.
Hello.
At the very least, not being able to see him will make it impossible for my servant to attack him. I see your point. An enemy who can become invisible would be a real threat to Caster. Without knowing his true identity, creating an effective strategy will be very difficult.
My baby.
Let's see. There might be a few ways he can be hiding, such as camouflage or by means of a spell. However, as a legendary soul, he may have access to something unique and unknown. Until we confirm which of the three possibilities is the right one, we can hope to do nothing. So for now, we should concentrate on finding out how he manages to conceal his presence. Ronnie suddenly emerges from her meditation with a serious look on her face. Her look couldn't be caused by the thoughts of Julius. I could see pity and puzzlement in her eyes. Is she thinking about me? Did something happen? As I start to ask her what just happened, she takes a deep breath and looks straight at me. Yes. No. It was nothing in particular. There is only you. I wish to stay silent, but I feel that I shouldn't keep secrets from you. This is what I've learned. Silver, I told you before that I'd find a link to your body. There is nothing on the other end of the link. You've never had memories of any kind. For once, I understood what her words meant the instant she spoke them. I'm truly sorry. I wanted to think your link was just broken, but it's different than that. Not a single record of your memories prior to the Holy Grail War exists. I could find nothing. There's no connection to your body as you do not have a physical form. You were not born human. I see. No words come to mind. Honestly, I'm not too surprised. I suspected as much already. More so than for myself, I feel more for this girl and the kindness she's shown me. The NPCs here are recreations of actual people that the Moon Cell has recorded in its memory. You must have existed once and you might have been made a master due to a glitch in the system. You could also be a cyber ghost, the imprint of the soul of one who has died while online. In either case, your existence is indefinable. Also, it cannot be said that you were truly alive. While I nod in sullen understanding, I steel myself to ask the obvious question. Why? Regardless of what I am, I had a feeling this moment of revelation would come. I now know why my memory won't return. Alice's I finally met you now makes sense to me. This body, this mind, is not human. I'm just a remnant of a real life. A packet of data. A collection of ones and zeros. Silver, this is something you cannot escape, as you have no place to escape to. Even if you were to win the Holy Grail in its single wish, you cannot ever leave the Seraph. Unfortunately, your existence is inexorably tied to the Seraph. Because of this truth, if your reason for fighting was to avoid death, you must let it go now. You no longer have to concern yourself with wounds received in battle. I know it's hard, but if you don't accept the truth, your suffering will only be intensified. Pardon my directness, but I must ask you this now. Knowing that you're merely data, do you still have a reason to win the Holy Grail War? I really don't want to die. Though I am just ones and zeros, I fight and kill living beings. When I think about how pathetic it sounds, my heart turns to ice. But still, I cannot even begin to contemplate the thought of dying. And just allowing myself to disappear into the ether isn't even an option worth considering. I can think of no compelling reason for giving up now, even considering the costs. I wonder, could this desperate desire to live be the last vestige of my previous humanity? When I faced Shinji, Dan, Alice, and Julius, my servant was always there. Also Rin and Leo. I've experienced a lot, suffered a lot, and always did what I thought best. Now, to learn that none of it was real, that I wasn't real, it's not right. In the past, anything artificial wasn't thought to be alive, and stories thought to have no life. It was believed that true life could only be born from the living. I wonder if people still feel that way, think that way, even now. And in terms of artificial intelligence, I believe this would be the first step to what I call Pinocchio syndrome. I always like the idea of a robot or some artificial being having the desire to become human, organic, or quote-unquote real. So stuff like this kind of catches my interest in that respect. No, I refuse to accept that way of thinking. I mean, if I were to think like that, then what would become of her? Ronnie, the doll without emotion. Though not human, to deny her existence would be a travesty. It is not my place to speak. However, I have sensed a spark within you, a will that will allow you to proceed and persevere. Even one such as I can attest that it is the defining characteristic of all people. After that, she continued on, saying that there may be something waiting for me if I survive this. If the Holy Grail does what it's said to do, I might be able to give hope to even a virtual life. I get it now. For someone like me who has nothing is nothing, it shines like a beacon in the dark. Let me guess. The revelation that you are Sans body was pretty shocking. Am I right? Caster speaks to me a little more serious than usual. I'm kind of glad that you are what you are. It's like you're one of us servants. Or that one person. Okay, the way she puts it like that suddenly gives me the idea. Okay, we've had Fate Stay Night characters as pseudo-servants in Fate Grand Order. Where's my Hakuno pseudo-servant? Just
Really?
well, no. Think about it. Like, just give him the soul of some mighty, powerful hero, but he's really just like the body's just like some plain old dude. I'm sorry. I mean, I know you're not happy about being like us, but I mean, sorry. I almost screwed up again. Anyway, the difference between you and us is focus and experience. Anyway, don't give up. And if you get the Grail, you can wish all of your worries away. She's really trying to comfort me. At least, I think she is. Isn't she? I have no idea how to respond, so I try to flash her a winning smile and hope that it doesn't come across as a sardonic smirk. What was that? It might have been nothing, but it seemed like Ronnie had a really odd expression on her face. There's nothing wrong, per se. It's just you were so noble sounding, and... Anyway, do you have an answer to my question? Even if you continue fighting Silver, the odds of you being rewarded like the others are low. Knowing this, will you fight the Black Scorpion? Will you fight to the end as a master? Of course. While I still have lingering doubts, this is one thing that I state with absolute confidence. I have been a fool. It appears that this conversation was unnecessary. Silver, I see a new star in the heavens, with you as its sole focus. My journey is finally... No, that is irrelevant. I will say nothing more about it. From here on, let us focus on your upcoming fight as warriors, planning for victory. I nod in agreement and silently thank Ronnie for the compassion she has shown me. I'm sure she wanted to say that running was okay, that there is no reason to continue fighting. But giving up would be wrong. Now I must win the Holy Grail War in order to shape the future. Now that you're committed, let's shake things up a little. Shake things up? What is she planning to do? Yes, shake things up. I will create 3 different kinds of magic kilns. One will react to talismans, one will react to thaumaturgy, and one will react to your enemy's chi. I will calculate the exact positions that each of these traps will need to be placed. Silver, I trust you'll be able to set these traps in such a way that your enemy will not notice? Got it. And of course I agree with what you suggested. Once you're inside the arena, I'll transmit to you more detailed instructions. Okay, we have a plan now. All I have to do is place the traps without Julius noticing. Alright, Double checking in case I gained a level and overlooked. I did not. But the next level would get me another skill for Caster. Alright, Commissary. Let's sell some formal wear. Okay, let's see. Seraphic Music Box, I haven't really been using that much anymore. Mermaid Robe, don't really need that. Keeping the aromatic wood, but I guess I'll go ahead and... Do I want to get rid of Shockwave? Nah. Alright. There we go. Stocked up on the ether crystals. Alright, and she needs lobster. Alright, let's see what we got here. Second floor. Underwater jungle. Right. Alright, let us begin. We will be placing magic kilns throughout the arena. That servant is using something to hide his presence. So if one of these kilns can disrupt the source of his invisibility, even a little, he should become visible. I analyzed the map extensively and have tried to predict the routes the Black Scorpion will follow. Okay. We will be setting magic kilns in 3 spaces along these paths. Each kiln is said to have a different effect, so they have to be placed apart from each other. We will be able to determine the exact places to set the kilns once you start moving through the arena. With that said, I wish you the best of luck. So she already hacked the arena and mapped its layout. Her attention to detail is truly astonishing. I should take my time and be careful so that all of her assistance doesn't go to waste. Okay, here we go. One of these. Caster, do you actually have a thing for eating these guys?
Look, she's hungry! This is round 5 and you haven't gotten her a cheeseburger yet!
Alright.
Just completely ignored my joke.
Yeah, no, I had nothing to say. I couldn't think of anything to say. Let's see. This area looks promising. This seems like a good place to set the kiln. Let's put it here. I will now transmit the anti-artifact kiln. Bring it into contact with the field. Following Rennie's instructions, I put the kiln on the ground. It seems as if the trap code is being encoded into the arena. The installation of the magic kiln is now complete. This magic kiln should react to, in some way, to any equipment the servant may be using. If he's using some sort of talisman to hide his presence, this kiln will react as he passes by it. Okay. On to the next one. Okay. Ooh, good guard. Alright. Just shy of a level. Did they take it easy on me because I'm so adorable? Well, I mean, you are adorable, Tamamo. Yes. Frigid Heaven, break. And smush the bug. see, is there anything up here? Nope, literally just an alternate route. Okay. I'm curious about that three-way fork in the road there. This area looks promising. Let's put it here. I will now compile the kiln. Please wait a moment. It's done. I'm now transmitting the anti-thaumaturgy kiln. Please plug it into contact with the field. As per Ronnie's instructions, I put the anti-thaumaturgy kiln on the ground. I've received confirmation that the magic kiln has been successfully installed. If that servant is using thaumaturgy to conceal himself, this kin will let us know when he passes by it. Oh, this is gonna hurt. And I think that's where we find the lobster. Head left. Let's see.
Oh god, golden retriever cross with a husky. I hope you like not sleeping.
Which one?
Someone on Reddit posted a video of a golden retriever cross with a husky.
Oh god.
Like, I hope you like not sleeping because that's what you're getting with that dog.
The only thing I can think of that would be worse in that regard is if instead of Golden Retriever, it was Jack Russell.
Oh god. Oh no.
That thing's gonna be hyper as fuck.
Forget just not sleeping. You're never allowed to sit either. You are constantly having to be on your feet playing with that dog.
Here we go. Silver, let's place the magic kiln here. I will now send you the anti-spirit kiln. Now, please bring it into contact with the field. As per Ronnie's orders, I touch the kiln to the ground and it begins transferring data into the field. This particular magic kiln affects the flow of the spirit through one's meridian lines and blood vessels. If that servant's invisibility is based on martial arts or some other spiritual technique, this will react. I doubt his martial arts skills are so advanced as to become invisible, but it's better to make sure. The power produced the power produced by this particular kiln is minuscule, but if his technique needs perfection, it's that perfection which makes it fragile, in a sense. I can only pray that my meager assistance will bring you one step closer to victory. Well then, I shall see you tomorrow. It looks like the way to the next trigger is blocked. I should just head back now. Or maybe I should stick around and get some more training in. There we go. Aha! Maleficent garments. Okay, equip. Ooh. Oh, but I'd have to get rid of my... Actually, wait. Yeah, no, I don't think I can pass up the Dragon Cloak Staff of Fortitude combo.
What, Papa? Owen, hi, you're so silly. Boy. Come on, let you. I have our son.
You have our son?
Our furry son.
Let's see.
Oh, he is heavy. You're so silly. You're so silly. My boy. Calm me down. Just relax, my baby.
He's grown so big that Lance has become a partisan.
Shut up! Boop, that's sweet. I just realized something.
Yep.
No one has really tried to cheat other than Shinji.
Probably because Seraph discourages that.
No. So like, we see that it didn't really ever do anything to Shinji, so it's not exactly an enforced rule.
Yeah.
And
More-
like, I guess you could maybe say the Alice twins bringing out the fucking Jabberwocky's a bit unfair, but I mean, that's not cheating. That's just the power Nursery Rhyme has. I'd say that's fair game.
Yeah?
Can you say that someone using a magical power that they have in a fight where they're allowed to use their magical powers is really cheating?
Yeah, they gave you the tool to do it, so might as well do it.
And like, Robin Hood shooting us? Yeah, that's unfair. But again, it's what he does.
Basically, the only reason he got restricted from that was because oh shit.
It was because Dan was against it.
Yeah.
So really, by all means,
Oh,
it was
jeez.
fair
Okay.
game.
I gotta do that all again.
Robin Hood doing that was fair game. Of course, we have uh, last guy didn't cheat really at all. He was just crazy.
Yeah, he thought the one he summoned was like an actual god, so yeah, can't really speak to his mental state there.
Again, he never really did anything to us. He was just kind of there. He wasn't all there mentally, like you know, they at least never tried anything. And then again, here we have Julius, who, despite being an assassin, isn't really doing anything that would be against the rules. Yeah, the swift strike they landed when we entered the arena was underhanded, but it's what they do. It's literally his servant's whole shtick. One strike. Ending a fight before it begins. Shinji is the only one that's actively done anything to us that is against the Seraph's rules.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
No matter how underhanded all of our other opponents have felt, they've never actually done anything wrong. Which I actually like. You know, no matter how underhanded they are, never personal. Never going too far. It's just business.
Yeah.
Do we hate them? Do we hate what they do? Yes. But I mean, if we had better tools, we'd be doing that shit too. It's war.
Yeah.
You can't actually blame a sniper for sniping, or a one-strike assassin for trying to take you out before the fight begins.
Yeah.
It's what they do. It's literally in their nature.
All right. Aw, Sweepy Fox.
Even then, like, they've also, aside from Dan, they've all used their servants to their fullest. Aside from Dan and, of course, Shinji.
Shinji was because he was an idiot. Dan was because he was honorable to a fault.
Yeah, Shinji is just because he wasn't. No matter who Shinji faced in round one, he would have lost. Straight up. There was no way Shinji was making it past round one. Any of the named characters would have taken him out expeditiously.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I relish seeing him get stomped into the dust by Rin and Kukulane. I would have loved to witness that. This girl that he called a variety of things for rejecting him, showing him just how outmatched he really was.
All right. I think that's a good place to call it. So, let's see. Let's see. I have an idea for a raid message, but the question is, who can we raid? Can we raid?
Oh, excuse me.
Let's see. Okay, we have a couple. I think last time we raided Kuragi Tutu, so let's go ahead and raid, To Love Trouble. who who is apparently translating the Mahoyo collab event in the JP servers of Fate Grand Order. Uh,
Everybody.
let's see.
I'm gonna mute because I need to make a phone call.
All right. Gonna raid with. Whoa, slow down, Ronnie. And we're gonna go ahead and raid to Love Trouble. Alright, let's see. Later on tonight, I believe MSO will actually be available to help me, so I can continue Mega Man Eternal. Uh, we'll see how that goes. And I think Sky is also streaming tonight, so my stream will probably be later in the evening. Expect an announcement around like 7:30, 8 o'clock or so. Probably a little later. Alright, I will talk to you guys later. Let's go ahead and raid.